Hey, what's up, galera? It's Ohei from jingaandgrowstrong.com, and I'm back with another video. And sorry that I've been off for so long. Our fitness program has been getting slammed, so we've been having consultations, giving classes, type of thing all day for weeks on end. So anyway, I haven't made a video in 2 weeks, so I feel horrible. And actually, the video I shot yesterday, I was going to make one on the CDO, the Corda Gioru video, but I ended up shooting a lot of footage and it was too low. I didn't check it, so I shot about 6 or 7 minutes worth of footage and it was just of the lower body. So I was like, oh man, I didn't check my tripod. So anyway, I'm here today to talk about starting your own capoeira club. Now, many of y'all who follow this channel and the Jinga and Grow channel are located in a place where there is no capoeira group, there is no capoeira influence, there is no capoeira master in your city or even in your area. So you have to travel hours on end, which sometimes is acceptable to go learn from a real group that have physically one-on-one, or they could teach you in against other students and teach you takedowns, to teach you everything that you need to learn and practice on other students. That's very important. Okay, but for the rest of y'all, so many of y'all reached out to me from all over the world, from India, from the UK, from Africa, from Australia, from even in Brazil and Canada and the United States, all over the world, who just aren't, capoeira is not like karate where it's everywhere. It's very special art, and so you don't have that in your area. Even here in the United States, where it's been growing like crazy, still, it's not everywhere, you can't find it. So I'm gonna teach you some ways to come up with a capoeira club. So the first thing you need to do is basically search your city, see if there's, to make sure that there's not already a group. If there's already a group there, you may have just overseen it, or you missed it, whatever it happens to be. Check on Facebook, check on Google. Some people aren't savvy, some people only create a Facebook page, and some people only make a Facebook club, or somebody only make a Facebook or a Google, or just their own website. So it may be expired, this type of thing. So search first, and you can find the people. I'm going to show you later what to do with that group. So if it's not an active group, of course you contact them. And there's an etiquette. So if there's already an active group in your city and in your area, and you want to create a club, it's going to create a little bit of tension. And don't worry about it, but it's very important. So the etiquette is, supposedly you're supposed to go train with a official group. Now you may not be able to afford it or whatever it happens to be. Then you would create a club. And then they kind of look down on you, and yes, they'll make fun of you and all that. But hey, if you love capoeira and you want to do this cool, awesome art, just can't afford it, and practice, with the stuff on YouTube if you can. And then when you can't afford it, of course, you want to make some gains in your income and be able to afford it to learn from a real teacher, not a fake teacher, but a certified instructor, or someone who's approved. A lot of times they don't have certificates, but they are approved by their master, and they've been around, they got the skills. Okay, so that's the first thing you're going to do. And the second thing you're going to do, if there is no capoeira group there, okay, and there's no one there, then you want to start your own club. Now, one of the things you can do is start your own Facebook group. Search out for people who might be interested. You try your buddies, try this and that, okay, and you can learn. Now, I have a lot of resources to learn from, and there's several online also, not just mine. But I do have like some of the basics, like my fundamentals of capoeira. I'll put a link up there to it and down below in the description that you could use to base off and just train basic stuff. Okay, your basic jinga, your kicks, your dodges, okay, your basic partner work. And then I have a lot of stuff how to do with partner work, and a lot of things if you want to build up and get like my takedown method, like my Jinga Chiba Mastery. I'll put a link to that. My hook and pull is basic leg sweeps, mastery system. My ground game to get pretty awesome on your ground game. So I have all the things that you need, and I'm not the only one. I think I'm the only one that has some products ready to buy, ready to download right away. But anyway, so start the group, try to fill it. Start with friends, family, anybody who wants to help you out. People, maybe put up some flyers at the coffee shop. Some hippies and things who are really culturally sensitive. And want to learn another culture and think that the martial arts is pretty cool. Okay, so just be careful. Just let people know that it's just a club. You're not certified. You're just trying to learn more, and that happens all the time. It happens in colleges all across the United States. People who trained capoeira at their own town, but when they moved out of town for college, they were broke. They couldn't join a real one, or they just wanted to. There was no capoeira in that area, so they want to keep on practicing because it's fun. It's awesome exercise. It's a beautiful art form, and it's fun. Okay, First thing is, check Facebook and Google for any established groups. 2, if you don't have one, start one with a Facebook group or fan page. Then you try to fill it with people that you know and people that you think might be interested, put some flyers, this type of thing, and to keep it going. Okay, so if you're still searching for another way to fill it, if you find an old group or a page that's not active, like for instance, I had a student who came up and said that in her hometown there used to be a group, but nobody responds to the Facebook page, or none of the fans. She had reached to contact the owner of the page, and no one responded. It had been left behind, and that happens all the time. People start groups and they move out of town and abandon their pages, abandon their websites, and it's just the nature of the business. Because hey, it's tough running a business. It's tough keeping the lights on in any type of business, any school. It's not for the weak. So this happens all the time. Karate, yoga, whatever, Zumba, and Capoeira, unfortunately. So you're going to contact the members of the old group, okay, if you can access them, and just send them a message, say, hey, I want to start up a group, and if y'all guys use to practice, I just want to trade some information and have fun and continue practicing. Maybe you could show me some things, maybe I could show you some things, and we could practice together so we could keep on living the Brazilian culture and the Capoeira culture and do that. So that's another way you could do it. Then one final thing I'm going to leave you with today is, if you do find a nearby master, a nearby group who's willing to sponsor you, which means that maybe once a month you'll go in there and train with them, or you have to make a trip over there, and or whatever it happens to be, every couple months, and they'll sponsor you so that you get your rank, maybe get your cord, this type of thing. It happens sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they'll say no, we need to make sure that you pay me, pay up this, pay that. So there may be some fees associated with that, and that's fine. But that way you can kind of gain some kind of accreditation if you would like, and keep it moving up, keep your learning skills, go to their events, every couple months. They'll have like once a year, every 6 months, they'll have a big work where you go in there and take workshops. If they're really out of your hour, like 3 hours away, 2 hours away, 6 hours away, and you can make that trip at least once or twice, twice a year, or once a month, or whatever it happens to be, every 2 months. So that's one of the things that you need to do. So anyway, check online, check Facebook, check Google, start your own group, okay? Create your own fan page, reach out to old groups that may have been in their area, do flyers, things like that to fill it. Also, reach out to old groups, like I was saying, reach out to them to try to fill it as well, and see if there's a neighboring group in the neighboring cities, maybe 2 or 3 hours away, that would sponsor you. Let them know your position, and just say, hey, I'm just I love the beautiful art of Capoeira. I've been learning online or training by myself or with a book. I want to keep the knowledge going. So that's all I have for today. Got a lot to check out my next video. I'm still working on that CDO video. I got to reshoot everything. So never fear. We'll see you in the next one. Jinga and grow strong. Ashe. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jinga and grow strong.